Hey, what's going on, everybody, man? This your boy KCFL, King Seth for life. Man, listen. The one thing I actually was looking forward to on Raw was Jey Uso versus Seth. Man, bro. I'm literally, man. For the fans that absolutely enjoy to eat, that like y'all love everything they do. You know what, man? Look, all the power to you. But like I said, somebody like me who covers this stuff, I cover it because I'm a wrestling head and I'm going to cover it regardless if I like it or not. Man, Raw is. I mean, we opened the show with Drew basically called itself calling out CM Punk, but technically, bro, you just exposed yourself. That's exactly what happened to you. You got fired, left, went somewhere, got hot, came back, and you did the same exact thing as CM Punk. Now, the only difference was you wasn't causing fights in the back at the other company, which was, at the time, it was TNA and Impact. You weren't doing all that goofy stuff like CM Punk was doing. But everything that happened to CM Punk happened to you. You got fired, you went somewhere, got hot, and then you came back. And like nothing happened. You basically did everything that CM Punk did outside the fight and then getting into it with clowns in the back. That's it. So he called out, he talked about Jey Uso didn't deserve a shot. Seth Rollins is overlooking him. He should be him and all of this. Now, it's crazy. He was getting the babyface reaction, but I'm like, this dude listen, man. Today's wrestling is so jacked up. It's like we really don't know who's a heel and who's a face anymore. Really don't, because the way how cats are presented, the cats are booked, literally like what my man BC Amplifier said. This is the mutual respect era. This is truly the mutual respect era, because that's all it is. It's like nobody really has real, like I'm trying to remember the times when you seen H, Rock, Austin, Kurt, Mankind, aka Mick Foley, Kane, Undertaker, Rikishi, and them. I'm trying to think about it. I don't quite remember them shaking up. Maybe they did, but I don't. But today's wrestling, don't matter if it's AEW, Impact, New Japan, WWE, don't matter. Cats are always shaking everybody's hand like they don't have beef. And like I said, Drew rambling, talking about Jey, talking about Seth. Then out of nowhere, he mentioned Sammy's name, and then that's when Sammy came out there. And then Sammy came out there and said, I know I said that me and you were on the same page, but we're absolutely nothing alike. So they basically tried to get you hyped up for their matchup, which basically kicked off the show. So that's pretty much how Raw opened up. It was just them. And if you've seen them wrestle before, you really ain't seen them. You didn't miss nothing. I mean, it was decent, but you didn't miss anything. And he explained to him, like, you basically were trying to work with the bloodline, and then you get caught up with me. I mean, I basically beefing. I told you, it's the same cats who you was already beefing with. Like, you trying to be in the bloodline, but then you get carried away. You running away from me and all this stuff. I'm like, and you already know. You know dang well Sammy not winning. Y'all already know the script. Y'all already know how it works. Weather crazy out there, but man, listen. Boy, Drew wins. Great. So then we got a garbage backstage. I mean, listen, the backstage segments really didn't do anything for me, man. Man, listen, I'm trying my best. Like I said, that I'm trying, because, like I said, I don't want to come off as biased or anything, man. But like I said, man, watching Raw, man, I was like, my goodness, man. Like, I don't know how fools sit up here and say that everything Raw is on TV is great. I'm like, no, it's not. It's not, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, it's truly not. You know, and man, for real, I'm for real. You feel me? I mean, they had our true buck dancing all day. Next minute, Now our truth is in the judgment day. Our truth in the judgment day. The judgment day is a complete joke, ladies and gentlemen. Judgment day is a complete joke. We had the Creed brothers hanging out with Shoes Please and the New Day and all that. I mean, Tozawa, and I'm like, man, they talk about the goats, all this stuff. Like, man, y'all need to sit down somewhere, man. I'm like, this ain't compelling TV at all. We trying to get the doggone Creed brothers to the next level. And you think by putting them together with the Buck Dancers as the New Day and Alpha Academy with some Zawa, that's no. So Raw was very tag team heavy. I mean, I think we had at least about 3 or 4 tag team matches. We had the tag team match with the women's. We had about 3 tag team matches with them. I mean, it was tag team heavy. You had Gunther pulling up and AP's office. You had Jey pulling up in AP's office. I mean, hey, the word yeet is no longer allowed on WWE television. That's why you got to make sure you get your copyright stuff situated before you start using words and crap. Yeet so doggone played out. That word was that word is back for the 2010s, if I'm not mistaken. And WWE got a lawsuit out of nowhere, so Jey can't use that word no more, ladies and gentlemen. Fans, they can say it, but he can't even. He can't even have it on the t-shirt no more. Can't. Yeah, like I said, Creed brothers. You had Imperium. They went against DIY. DIY finally got a win for a change. I mean, it took how long they been together? They've been together for like 4 months now, and it feel like 3 months at best. And they've been losing. They've been losing every match they was in. They got a win. It's funny. I thought Tegan Knox and Natalya was gonna beat the brakes off of Kaden and Casey. Nope, they lost again. Kaden and them got the victory, and they ran into Piper Niven and Chelsea Green talking crap, talking about y'all ain't never gonna get these tag team titles and all this crap. I'm like, man, look, I just take the titles and put them back on NXT and call it a day. Because I personally believe Shawn Michaels can do something and make them compelling. Because what H is doing is just not compelling TV at all. It's truly not. I'm trying to think what else happened. Like I said, it was multiple tag team. I mean, tag team. Oh, yeah, Creed brothers went against Judgment Day, and they beat them. So that should tell you all you need to know. When they go against Finn Balor and Damian Priest, I guess they're not winning. I guess, I don't know. Sammy got jumped by Drew in the back. R-Truth Buck dancing, act like he in the Judgment Day. I mean, is that supposed to be funny? It's not. So the main event. Okay, yeah. Cody Rhodes situation. Cody, he addressed Nakamura spitting the red mist. He said he couldn't help but think about the Great Muta. And then Nakamura popped up on the screen. And he said, the reason why I attacked you is because me and you have a similar storyline. I remember when I had the opportunity to go to WrestleMania, I won the Royal Rumble. And I thought, hey, everything's going to be great. And just like me, just like you, I came up short. Now, guess what? You think you're going to be able to finish your story? No, because I'm going to make sure that you never get there. And I'm going to destroy it and finish my own story. I say, you know what? That may have probably been the best thing on Raw outside of the main event. Listen, I told you, I said I was going to let this thing play out between Cody and Nakamura. But listen, man, if Nakamura was built up like this from Jump Street, Nakamura would be one of the heavy, big-time players in WWE right now. Like, for real. Like, I don't know why it took this long for them to actually present him as if he matters. And the sad part is we already know he ain't winning the feud. So, next week, Cody and him are going against each other. And I like the fact that they showed the video footage of both of them coming up short at WrestleMania. Both of them. They showed the footage, and I say, you know what? Tying stuff together. I say, I like that. Now we finally get an explanation of why somebody's going after Cody. instead of what they tried to do with Brock Lesnar that made absolutely no sense whatsoever. The matchup is going down next week. Albany, New York, ladies and gentlemen, man, they was a bad crowd. They made noises at the beginning, but if it wasn't for the sing-along cats, that's all that was it. They really didn't make no noise at all. They didn't. We had Nia Jax versus Shayna Baszler squash match, and Nia ran into Becky, so obviously I guess they want to continue that feud. Talk about, I got receipts for you for what you did. She's talking about, receipts, but I got to go out here and handle Shayna Baszler, then I deal with you next time, something like that. I'm not really interested in Becky versus Nia Jax, to be honest with you. And it looked like Rhea was nowhere in sight. Don't know where she was at. Don't know where Finn Balor was at. So it was just Damian Priest with JD McDonough and Dirty Dom. Let's see. Like I said, the Creed brothers beat them. And Damian Priest, once again, looking like a joke as the so-called leader of Judgment Day. Meanwhile, like I said, you got R-Truth running around talking about, hey, I'm selling TVs. I got a deal for a new TV. Talk about security. You can't just let nobody in our clubhouse and all. They're just clowning. I'm like, man, look, I'm good, man. I'm genuinely good. Like I said, Jay was in there talking with AP, talking about Adam Pearce, and then Gunther walked in there as if he owned something. I'm like, it is what it is on that. So let's just talk about the main event. Jey Uso versus Seth Rollins for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. I'm going to be 100% with you, man. I don't care what nobody has to say. I don't give a crap. I don't care. People can be mad. They can hate on me from what I'm about to say. I think Seth should have put Jey Uso over. Make a big splash. I don't care. People would have been mad. I don't give a crap. You put that man over. You had that man do something he's never done before, and he walks out of Monday Night Raw as your new WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Now, the deal is, he ain't holding it for a long time. He is not holding it for a long time. Seth Rollins can let his back get better. He can go chill. He can go chill, man. He come back, challenge for it at the Elimination Chamber, and guess what? Guess who would cost Jay? Easy money. Jimmy been doing that man like that left and right. He'll come out of nowhere, boom, there's your matchup going into WrestleMania. Because people were trying to figure out, we need to keep them separated. Easy. That's what I would have done. But that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I'll talk to y'all cats later. Holla at your boy.